Welcome back to Dinar Community. A defining financial moment is unfolding. We've reached a pivotal juncture, one that could redefine the global landscape of currency dynamics, economic strategies, and investment planning. For years, the potential revaluation of the Iraqi dinar has loomed in speculative circles, often discussed with equal parts hope and uncertainty. But as we enter June 2025, the atmosphere has shifted dramatically. This isn't about rumor or speculation anymore. This is about verifiable actions taking place in real time. What we are seeing now is not a forecast or a hopeful projection, it's implementation. Whether you've been watching every move in this space for the last decade or just now finding your footing, this is a moment that commands attention. To call this one of the most impactful financial developments of the decade wouldn't be an overstatement. The question of whether the Iraqi dinar will revalue has evolved. It's no longer if or when, it's now. In today's briefing, we're laying out exactly what's happening, how it impacts dinar holders around the world, and what urgent steps you should consider taking immediately. Timing is critical, and those who hesitate risk missing a rare window of opportunity. The rollout of new denominations, a bold monetary signal. One of the most visible signs that Iraq's dinar revaluation is transitioning from theory to execution is the introduction of smaller denomination bills. This isn't a minor adjustment in banking procedures, it's a calculated move indicating a foundational change in the country's monetary policy. New currency notes in denominations of 1, 5, 10, and 25 dinars are now circulating. Such denominations are unnecessary in a low-value currency environment but become essential when the value of the currency rises. For economists and analysts, this shift is a textbook indicator of imminent revaluation. And now, those notes are in public hands. Iraqi banks have started distributing these new bills domestically, initiating the process of acclimating citizens and businesses to a revamped valuation system. The Central Bank of Iraq is clearly moving beyond preliminary discussions. The change is operational. This move enhances usability of the dinar in everyday transactions and builds confidence in its strength and future stability. It's a move that reflects preparation for a significant value increase and signals that Iraq's economy is stepping into a new era. Banking infrastructure adjustments signal broader readiness. Perhaps even more telling than the release of new notes is what's happening within Iraq's financial system. Domestic banks are actively implementing new exchange rate structures, a solid indication that the revaluation isn't being theorized, it's being executed. Technical departments are updating software systems. Bank staff are undergoing training, and operations are aligning with national regulatory bodies. What we're seeing is not pre-revaluation testing, it's the actual rollout of a new financial reality. Moreover, this is no longer confined to Iraqi borders. Financial institutions in North America, Europe, and the Gulf region are adjusting their systems in anticipation of new exchange rates. Trusted sources from the private banking sector report that Tier 1 banks are conducting real-time system tests and compliance procedures to accommodate the updated values. The coordination required at this level of banking infrastructure is immense, and it doesn't happen based on rumors. This is a sign of a global financial system preparing for confirmed monetary change. The culmination of years of reform and strategy. What we're seeing in June 2025 is not spontaneous. It's the result of years of behind-the-scenes planning, regulatory restructuring, and institutional reform carried out by the Iraqi government and its central banking authority. From stabilizing political dynamics to curbing corruption and implementing global financial standards, Iraq has undergone a major transformation. The past 5 years alone have seen sweeping reforms, from anti-money laundering compliance to robust digital payment frameworks and transparent fiscal governance. These measures have dramatically improved Iraq's international reputation. Foreign reserves are at all-time highs. Oil exports are strong. Confidence is growing, not just locally but globally. This financial overhaul is what makes the revaluation viable and sustainable. Iraq has evolved from a fragile economy to one with strategic value. It's no longer playing catch-up, it's entering the global market as a serious player. June 8, 2025. A historic date for Iraqi dinar holders. According to numerous insiders with direct ties to institutional finance, today, June 8, marks the official activation of the new dinar exchange rate both domestically and abroad. Banks across multiple continents have been testing systems in anticipation. Public-facing platforms are being prepped for launch. The domestic exchange has begun, the international response is now underway. This marks the most dramatic shift in the dinar's history since its post-war devaluation more than a decade ago. If you hold Iraqi dinar, this could be the turning point of your financial life, provided you are ready to act swiftly and strategically. Within the past 24 hours, there's been a surge in financial activity involving Tier 1 global banks preparing for large-scale dinar processing. These are real, verifiable actions, not speculation. Back-end systems are being tested, compliance protocols are in place, and operational updates are happening in real time. Institutions don't commit these resources on a guess, they act when they know. Estimated value and economic justification. While no formal rate has been confirmed, several respected analysts suggest the revalued dinar could fall between $3 and $4.50 USD. These figures are not random, they're grounded in Iraq's economic metrics. With oil production at historic highs and foreign reserves surpassing $100 billion, Iraq's financial foundation is strong. Trade has increased. WTO accession is progressing. These realities support a substantial revaluation. Some projections even speculate rates exceeding $5, though caution is advised. This is not about instant wealth, it's a rebalancing based on real economic growth. The potential is real, but wise planning is essential. Leadership and regional influence. Under Prime Minister Mohammed Shia al-Sudani, Iraq has adopted policies of openness, transparency, and accountability. Anti-corruption efforts, IMF-aligned strategies, and global investment reforms have reshaped Iraq's financial landscape. Iraq is also forging stronger economic ties with regional neighbors, Turkey, Jordan, and the UAE, enhancing its currency relevance. Digitization of sectors and improved data transparency now make Iraq's economy more attractive than ever to global partners. This wasn't rushed. This was prepared. And 2025 is the year that preparation reaches maturity. The bigger picture. Regional and global impact. A sharply increased dinar value could ignite broad economic shifts. Internally, it would unleash consumer power, stimulate local investment, and boost key industries like real estate, tech, and agriculture. Regionally, Iraq's oil leverage could rise, potentially affecting pricing structures and regional trade flows. Globally, markets could see brief volatility in currency, commodities, and equities. The revaluation is more than a personal opportunity, it's a global financial event in the making. Investors and institutions are watching closely. Quiet coordination with the United States. Although no official U.S. statements have been made, many experts believe America has played a discreet but important role in supporting Iraq's reform process. From oversight of sovereign funds to quiet monetary policy collaboration, the U.S. has historically influenced Iraq's financial trajectory. There's reason to believe U.S. banking and regulatory institutions are aware and engaged behind the scenes. Keep an eye out for signals from the Treasury Department, the FDIC, or the Federal Reserve. Their response may either reinforce or temper international confidence in the dinar's new value. Final thoughts. Preparation beats excitement. This could be one of the most pivotal financial events in modern history, particularly for long-time dinar holders. But the key to navigating this moment isn't emotion, it's preparation. Don't act on rumors. Don't trust unverified messages or unsolicited offers. Stay grounded. Protect your information. Organize your documentation. Know where and how you'll exchange, and be ready to respond quickly to new developments. At Dinar Community, our commitment is to provide accurate, timely, and verified information, not hype. We're here to be your steady hand through the noise. Thank you for being part of this journey, whether you're a seasoned follower or just stepping in. This has always been about informed patience, and now that patience is being rewarded. Stay watchful, stay focused, and most importantly, stay ready. The next chapter is unfolding. Like and subscribe for more videos.